torí tí Ọlọ́run bá san lẹ́san ẹ̀sìn tí bá ń sẹ̀sán ẹ̀wà ẹ̀san wà fáwọn ẹ̀dá gbọdọ̀ fẹ́ gbé gbà bí yẹn bá wá níwà tíwà rẹ̀ tí wọ́n máa pẹ̀lú wà tó ga jù tí ò wá lẹ́sìn kò síbi tí ó gbé gbà níwájú Ọlọ́run torí pé tí Ọlọ́run bá ń sẹ̀sán wà tó bá fẹ́ sẹ̀sán ẹ̀sìn fáwọn tó lẹ́sìn níbo ni ó gbé gbà òun Ọlọ́run fi sọ nínú Suratul Hajj pé yá ayyuhal ladhina amanu irka'u wasjudu wa'budu rabbakum waf'alul khayra la'allakum tuflihun. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ìbáàdà pé ká máa sìn wọn Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú ìrun pẹ̀lú àwẹ̀ àti gbogbo tọ́jọ́ máa ìjọsìn. Ó wá ní waf'alul khayra ó wá níbẹ̀ bá ń sìn mí ẹníwà ẹ̀yin wọ́n mọ̀ yín ní oníwà lọ́dọ̀ ẹlẹ́sìn yín ẹ̀yin wọ́n mọ̀ yín ní oníwà lọ́dọ̀ ẹni tí èsì lẹ́sìn yín ìní ìwà kìí ṣe lẹ́sìn yẹn nìkan lọ́mọ o ìjẹ́ ọmọlúwàbí ọ̀kárí gbogbo tí ń jẹ́ ayé ni mùsùlùmí ọ̀gbọ́dọ̀ wà kó ní mùsùlùmí ẹgbẹ́ òun nìkan lòun ó ṣe lóore gbogbo bí ni mo máa ń sọ ó lè lófin ó dẹ̀ lè ní ìlànà béèyàn bá ní ilé tó fẹ́ gbà yẹn síbẹ̀ yóò ní téèyàn ń tẹ̀lé téèyàn bá ní ilé iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ gbà yẹn síbẹ̀ yóò ní téèyàn ń tẹ̀lé béèyàn bá ní kẹ̀kẹ́ tó fẹ́ kéèyàn ọmọ bá òṣìṣẹ́ yóò ní ìlànà tí ó gbélẹ̀ pé òfin mi ni bóyá onílé ni ìpè ilé tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ bá mi gbé yìí iye aago báyìí lè ní ọmọ tilẹ̀kùn iye nǹkan báyìí tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa ṣe ni òru mo ti fẹ́ máa bá mi lónìí ọ̀sán mo ti fẹ́ máa bá mi lónìí ìfẹ́ ariwo bóyá ìsàn àbí nǹkan tó bẹ lára nílé ṣùgbọ́n kò sí kankan kìí sẹ́sìn ọ̀dẹ̀ sínú òfin kan ẹ̀sìn kankan pé ilé iṣẹ́ mi èmi kì í bẹ lómi tí èèbá ṣe mùsùlùmí síbẹ̀ kìí sòfin ẹ̀sìn ilé mi tí mo kọ́ ẹni tí èèbá ṣe yóò lè bá mi gbé kìí sòfin ẹ̀sìn. Islam fẹ́ ká náwó sí gbogbo ẹni tó jẹ́ lẹ́sìn wa ká náwó oore tọ́lọ̀ bá ṣe fún wa fẹ́ni tí èsì lẹ́sìn wa. Ànábì wa sallallahu alaihi wasallam al-Amin ni wọ́n ń pè olùfọkàntán àwọn mùsùlùmí kọ́ lọ́sọ̀ ọbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run kọ́ lọ́sọ̀ ọbẹ̀ àwọn òbí rẹ̀ sì kọ́. Kò sínú orúkọ tọ́lọ̀ ń fi Ànábì gan nínú Al-Qur'an láwọn orúkọ tọ́lọ̀ ń fún Ànábì fúnra ẹ̀ bí Ra'ufur Rahim bí àwọn orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́lọ̀ ń jẹ́ tọ́lá Ànábì náà jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò sínú orúkọ tí àwọn òbí sọ Ànábì fúnra wọn lọ́jọ́ tí wọ́n bí. Kò sínú orúkọ tí àwọn mùsùlùmí wò tí wọ́n á rí lára Ànábì tí wọ́n fi sọ àwọn kèfèrí ni wọ́n sọ ní Al-Amin olùfọkàntán. Pé ká kó nǹkan sí ni lọ́wọ́ ká bá àyàn ṣe kó má jà ń bá àyàn ká rí ìwà lọ́dọ̀ àyàn kéèyàn fọkàn bá àyàn pé òfin kan báyìí sí ọ lọ́dọ̀ kó sì bá a bẹ́ẹ̀ ìjọ tó bá fẹ́ gbà á àrí lára wa Ànábì àwọn kèfèrí ni wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ò bá bá wọn ṣe tí ò náwó wá sí wọn tí ò rọ̀ fún wọn báwo ni wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ rí nǹkan yẹn lára rẹ̀. Islam kọ́ wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ púpọ̀ ìṣe dáadáa ó sì tóbi púpọ̀ oore mbẹ́mbẹ́ ìyẹn ní ọ̀kan nínú àwọn afẹ́ ni Ọlọ́run ló fi jẹ́ sí pé nígbà tó fẹ́ sọ fún wa pé gbogbo ẹ̀dá ló máa fẹ́ wáyé kó wọ́n ráyé lò kó wọ́n ráyé ṣe káwọn èèyàn tẹríba fún un kí wọ́n pọ̀ òun lé kí wọ́n pàtàkì òun kí wọ́n bàbàrà tóun bá bí àbáà ní kèéṣó ògùn tó o bá fẹ́ jẹ́ ní àpọ́nlé ní kọ̀rọ̀ o fẹ́ jẹ́ ní àpọ́nlé ní gbangba o fẹ́ kí o máa rí orí orúkọ rẹ lò àbáà lọ́rọ̀ agbára kíkọ́ ìwà dáadáa ni ọlọ́ni ó ní ahsin ila nnas tastabudu qulubahum fatalama stabada al-insanu insana àbáà ní lọ ṣe dáadáa sáwọn èèyàn ní dáadáa ní kọ̀rọ̀ ní dáadáa ní gbangba ó ní tastabudu qulubahum tó o bá ní ṣe dáadáa sáwọn ènìyàn ọmọ nìyàn dẹrú fún ọ wọ́n sọ lẹ́ni tí wọ́n máa gbẹ́gẹ́gẹ́ tí wọ́n máa pálé wọ́n sọ lẹ́ni tí wọ́n máa bàbàrà wọ́n sọ lẹ́ni tí wọ́n ò ní fẹ́ kí aburú kọ̀ọ̀kan kàn wọ́n sọ lẹ́ni tó yẹ pé gbogbo tí jẹ́ dáadáa ni wọ́n fi máa rí lára onítọ́ àlàmọ̀sá àbàdàlẹ̀ ìsánù ìsàn ó ló ti gbẹ́ òkò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ o kìí ṣe tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lónìí kìí ṣe ṣe tí ó tán tí wọ́n lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tán gbogbo ọmọnìyàn ló máa ń fi dáadáa ṣẹ̀san. Ìwọ ọmọnìyàn tó ń gbọ́ mi lónìí mùsùlùmí lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin ojú tó wò mí etí tó ń gbọ́ mi bíra rẹ léèrè ìwà wo lo ní lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tẹ́ ẹ jọ ń gbé ìwà wo lo ní lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tẹ́ ẹ jọ ń gbé àdúgbò ìwà wo lo ní lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tẹ́ ẹ jọ ń gbé lànàbí sallallahu alaihi wasallam nígbà tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìwà fún wa ó jẹ́ kó yé wa pé tó bá ní jọ́ òbí àlìkìyámà ọ̀tọ̀ lọ́lọ́wọ́ ó ṣèdájọ́ ẹ̀sìn ọ̀tọ̀ lọ́lọ́wọ́ ó ṣèdájọ́ wọ̀ yóò máa fi àwọn èèyàn lẹ́nu àyàn máa sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bá ti lẹ́sìn kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ yóò ṣe lẹ́sìn tí ò ní níwà ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀dá ló lẹ́sìn lọ́jà alikiyama asọ̀lá ó ní àkọ́kọ́ tọ́lọ́wọ́ ọkọ̀ gbé wò nígbà pé di alikiyama nínú àlámàrí ẹ̀dá ìgbésẹ̀ òde wa bá mi bóòlù ti láyé ànábì ní ìrun ni ànábì tó wá mú àdìsí mi wá sallallahu alaihi wasallam ó ní àwọlù máa yọ àṣìbù yawmal qiyamah fìdímà àkọ́kọ́ tọ́lọ́wọ́ ọkọ̀ sí dúró nínú ìgbésí ayé ọmọ nìyẹn lọ́jọ́ pé di alikiyama fìdímà lára ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ wo ló tara ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ̀dá wo ló tara rẹ̀ dálẹ̀ ẹ̀dá wo lẹ̀ mí rẹ̀ tọwọ́ rẹ̀ bọ́ àwọn àbọ̀ àdìsí jábọ̀ bẹ́yìn la àdìsẹ́ yìí tí wọ́n ń kó àdìsí ìjọ pé tí àdìsí méjì bá papọ̀ tọ́jọ́ra wọn ẹni tí ọ̀rọ̀ àdìsí ọ̀báyé yóò máa lọ́ta kóra wọn bá nàbì lọ́la kọ̀ọ̀kan tọ́lọ́wọ́ kọ síwò túwò ní ọ̀gbìn ìdílé òun ni irun òun kan náà lọ́tọ̀ pé àkọ́kọ́ tọ́lọ́wọ́ kọ túwò níjọ́ ọ̀gbìn ìdílé fìdímà òun ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ wo lọ gbọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ wo lọ tálẹ̀ wọn lọ papọ̀ àwọn àfáàtì ń kọ́ àdìsí ìjọ wa ní ọ̀pọ̀ wọ́n ní àkọ́kọ́ àdìsí tánàbí sallallahu alaihi wasallam ní àkọ́kọ́ tọ́lọ́wọ́ kọ túwò ní àlámàrí ẹ̀dá níjọ́ ọ̀gbìn ìdílé òun ni irun fili ibada òun ni pé tọ́lọ̀ ń bá bá wo náírà ìjọsìn kó o dé ọwọ́ bá mi tọ́lọ̀ ń fẹ́ wo bó o ti sìn wọ́n sí ntí ọkọ̀ wò ní àlámàrí rẹ̀ ni o nígbà tí ìwà rẹ̀ bá pé ní ọkàn àwẹ̀ ní ọkàn ájì ní ọkàn zakat ṣùgbọ́n awwalu ma yu'aqibu yawmal qiyamah fil dima wọ́n ní àdìsí eléyìí fil mu'amala pé àjọṣetọ́ báwo èèyàn ṣe àkọ́kọ́ tọ́lọ́wọ́ kọ́wọ́ kọ́ bó o ti báwo èèyàn lò bó o ti báwo èèyàn ṣe pé ẹ̀mí wo lọ tọwọ́ rẹ bọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ̀dá wo lọ tálẹ̀ àdìsí méjèèjì ọ̀tá kóra wọn ànábì fi yé wa sallallahu alaihi wasallam pé bọ́ọ̀ bá ti ń bójú tẹ́sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó bójú tó ìdíwà ìṣe dáadáa ànábì ròyìn rẹ̀ fún wa púpọ̀ àdébí pé ẹranko àti àwọn kòkòrò ànábì ní ẹ̀fí dáadáa báwọn ṣe gbogbo àwọn tọ́lọ̀ ń ṣe lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ fún wa pé a lè kú gbogbo àwọn tọ́lọ̀ ń ṣe fún lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ fún wa pé a lè pa ànábì ní ẹ má dù wọn ní dúyà ẹ má pa wọn ní pa òṣì lànàbì sallallahu alaihi wasallam sọ pé báyìí záàzà báàtò fáàdínù dìbò tẹ ẹ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dùn ká tọ́lọ̀ ń ní ẹ pa tó yọ̀ǹda fún yín náà látara dáadáa ọmọ nìyẹn jẹ tó dáadáa dù pẹ̀lú ẹ̀kọ́ dù pẹ̀lú àánú mọ́kà mú ẹran lórí ìbọ́lọ̀ lórí apá kò tí a máa fọ́ ọmọlẹ̀ kó máa fọ́ fún ní kúkúrú yà á kọ́ lónìí náà nìtẹ́lẹ̀ ata débi bẹ́ẹ̀ ti dáadáa tánàbí fẹ́ kí dáadáa wo ni ó tẹ ẹ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ́rẹ́ tó ti du ẹyọ kan lọ tí lọ bí méjì tí lọ bí mẹ́ta ẹ má fà wọn lójú ara wọn ibi kí dáadáa wọ́n pọ̀ lẹ́nu ó ní báyìí zákọ̀ táàtù fáàdínù kìtìlà tẹ́ ẹ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ bá tọ́lọ̀ yọ̀ dá fún ibi ẹ̀fà bí eku bí àwọn nǹkan mi ànábì ni ẹ má pa wọ́n pẹ̀ sí ẹ pa wọ́n pẹ̀lú dáadáa wọ́n á mú èkúté olótìjẹ́wò rẹ̀ olótìjọ́jẹ́ rẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ àmẹ́nu rẹ̀ ẹran náà báyìí wọ́n á tẹ̀lé sí kú fi wọ́n á mú èkúté dání báyìí wọ́n á mẹ́nu rẹ̀ ẹran ó jò kú níbi tí ànábì sallallahu alaihi wasallam fẹ́ kí dáadáa wó dé sẹ́ni tó wá ní ọ̀sẹ̀ dáadáa báwo tí nǹkan ọ̀sìn tí kòkòrò ní ogbó tí gbogbo ẹranko tọ́lọ̀ ń dá ká tó wá sọ pé èyí tọ́lọ̀ ń dá wa. ọlọ́run wá sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa ó fi dáadáa gbé nǹkan tó pọ̀ ọlọ́run sọ nínú Al-Qur'an pé tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ rí ẹni tó bẹ̀rù tẹ́ ẹ máa sọ pé olùbẹ̀rù èmi ọlọ́run lẹ́ni dáadáa lẹ́yìn láàárín ó fi ìwé ìṣe dáadáa ó fi gbé ìbẹ̀rù ọlọ́run láwọn àyà mi nínú Al-Qur'an látara pé kí ni kéèyàn ní dáadáa ọlọ́run fi dáadáa wé ìmán pété máa lọ pé èèyàn nígbàgbọ́ mùsùlùmí òdodo ni múmìnì òdodo ni ẹ̀ẹ́dì dáadáa lára rẹ̀ ìjẹ́ wa bìíra wa léèrè lónìí jẹ́ dáadáa kárí mọ́ lónìí àti mùsùlùmí àtàfà àtọmọkéwù tani fi dáadáa ṣe báàrí mọ́ lónìí ìmọ̀ ìjẹ́yàn ìlọ́lá ìnípò làámà ní ìṣàkọ làámì ìṣàfẹ́ lónìí talọ́lẹ̀ tó ní dáadáa tó lè fi ṣe báàrí ibi tí dáadáa dé tó pàtàkì dé níwájú ọlọ́run tó wá gbé lè pé ká ẹ lè múra sí dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ̀ mí tọ́nà bá di gádá tẹ́ ẹ bá wà ní ìṣòro tẹ́ ẹ bá wà ní ìbànújẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá wà ní tí ọ̀tẹ̀ yín lọ́rùn tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ gba nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ kí n ṣe dáadáa tí ẹ bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìmí ọlọ́run yìí ṣe mí. mélòó nu wa ló ní dáadáa tó lè fi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀ lónìí kọ́dà ẹ̀ lómi ò ní dáadáa tó lè fi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ìyàwó tó fẹ́ sílé gẹ́gẹ́ tó ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ ni kò ṣe fún kò ní dáadáa tó ṣe fúyàwó tó lè jòkó láàrin wa tọ́lọ́ pé wọlá dáadáa báyìí tí mo ṣe fúyàwó obìnrin mi ò ní dáadáa tó ṣe fọ́kọ rẹ̀ tó lè fi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gbélé yóò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ fún ọmọ rẹ̀ kátó wá láwọn tí ń bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ kátó láwọn tá a jọ ń gbé anabi wa sallallahu alaihi wasallam ìgbà tí bí akulija látara ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa sí ìwọ aládùúgbò téèyàn bá jọ ń gbé anabi wa pín sí mẹ́ta ó láwọn aládùúgbò kan bẹ dáadáa rẹ sí wọn ọ̀nà mẹ́ta ló gbé gbà wọ́n ní ìwọ̀ lórí rẹ pé ẹjọ́ gbàdúgbò ó pé wọ́n ní ìwọ̀ lórí rẹ pé ẹjọ́ jẹ́bí ó pé wọ́n ní ìwọ̀ lórí rẹ pé ẹjọ́ jẹ́ ẹlẹ́sìn kan náà ẹjọ́ jẹ́ mùsùlùmí anabi láwọn kan bẹ ìwọ̀ dáadáa rẹ ó pé fún wọn lọ́nà méjì ó pe ìwọ̀ ẹbí fún wọn pé ẹjọ́ ń ṣẹbí ó pe ìwọ̀ fún wọn pé ẹjọ́ jẹ́ aládùúgbò anabi láwọn kan bẹ ìwọ̀ kan ni wọ́n ní lọ́dọ̀ rẹ wọ́n ní ìwọ̀ pé ẹjọ́ jẹ́ aládùúgbò ẹ̀ ń ṣẹbí ẹjọ́ ṣẹlẹ́sìn mélòó ni wà ló pe ìwọ̀ fúnra wọn lórí dáadáa lónìí mùsùlùmí tá a jọ ń gbé gan sáà ṣe dáadáa sí lè lé ẹni tí èsẹ lẹ́sìn wọn ẹ̀yin ẹrú sí ọlọ́run tí ẹ̀ ń tọ́ wa lónìí ẹ jẹ́ ká dún ní mọ́ ìṣe dáadáa púpọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká lékún ní ìṣe dáadáa ọjẹ́ nǹkan tí ẹ̀ máa fi gba oore níwájú ọlọ́run àwọn kan mẹ́ta kan bẹ tí wọ́n ṣe ní àná tí wọ́n há sínú ìṣòro nínú wàhálà nígbà tí ìṣòro náà ga ìta nàbí sallallahu alaihi wasallam wí nípa dáadáa ni wọ́n rántí pé ibi tá a wà yìí kò sẹ́ni ó lè là wá o kò sẹ́ni ó lè yọ wá o kò sí kankan má báyìí o ó ń kálukú wa ni kọ́ máa fi dáadáa rẹ̀ bẹ́ lọ́hùn àmọ́ ẹ̀ta wa mú dáadáa wọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe wọ́n á fi ń bẹ́ lọ́hùn lọ́kọ̀ ìjẹ́ tí wọ́n náà bá tiẹ̀ ní sòrò tí wọ́n bá ní dáadáa tó ṣe kó o lè fi bẹ́ lọ́hùn ìjọ òní tẹ́ ẹ̀ máa ronú ìjọ òní doríkodò ìjẹ́ ó rí wí ọlọ́run wa sọ fún wa nínú sura Abdulrahman pé al-jazā'u lil-insān illa lil-insān ọlọ́run ò ní fi kankan sẹ̀san láyé fún gbogbo ẹni tó bá ṣe dáadáa láyé dáadáa náà ló wọ́n máa fi ní dáadáa fún ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ayé bàjẹ́ ìlú ọ̀dà ìkan dàrú ẹ má jẹ́ ó lé wa níbi oore o ẹ má jẹ́ ó lé wa níbi dáadáa ọlọ́wọ́ àfọwọ́nù rẹ bì ọ́ àfijẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀sù rẹ bì ọ́ àfi dáadáa rẹ agbára rẹ lórí wa àfi bì ọ́ máa ṣàlékún orí ẹni kúkà wa Ramadan ní bọ̀ yìí à ń kíra wa pé a kú múra Ramadan wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ Rajab tí yóò ní bá sùn yóò di mẹ́rìnlélógún 24 oṣù Rajab tọ́jà sí pé oṣù kan náà lọ́la òun àti Ramadan ẹ rí i pé wáyé pé bí gbogbo wa ṣe máa ń ṣe dáadáa tí dáadáa máa ń pọ̀ lọ́tùnú Ramadan ní dáadáa bá pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn Ramadan náà ìnira ọ̀pá máa dínkù bí Ramadan ṣe wá ń bọ̀ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ yìí ẹ já bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ láti sí náà kọ́ bọ́ lẹ́nu rẹ̀ kọ́ bọ́ lẹ́ni tó lékún lóore kọ́ bọ́ lẹ́ni tó tọrọ kọ́ bọ́ lẹ́ni tó ṣe dáadáa kó tẹ́ di pé Ramadan ó dùn afaanu Ọlọ́run ẹ lọ fẹ́ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan arísìkì àtẹ̀mí ìṣe àtàánú látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run téèyàn fi máa ń ṣe Ọlọ́run mọ́sà sí fẹ́ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan wa ọ̀gá wa Oriyomi Hamzat Ọlọ́run tó mọ̀ bàbá mójútó wọn akẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ púpọ̀ lára wọn lórí ìṣe dáadáa bí àdánwò bá dé kọ́dà òní kéwú a máa gbàgbé kéwú o onímímọ̀ a máa gbàgbé ìmọ̀ ẹlẹ́sìn a máa gbàgbé ẹ̀sìn wọn níjọ́ tí ọmọ Ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Ibrahim tó jáde láyé wọn ní Ànábì sunkún omi ń bọ́ lójú àwọn sàábé wa ń sọ fún pé ìwà Ànábì omi máa ń bọ́ lójú rẹ̀ Ànábì sallallahu alaihi wasallam sọ pé omi ti ń bọ́ yìí omi àánú ni omi ìkẹ́ni tí wọn ò gbọdọ̀ má rí lójú ẹni tó bá láàánú kìí ṣe pé omi ò ní bọ́ lójú innal ayna la tadma wal qalbu la yahzun ojú kan ó máa dá mi fúnra rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ni sunkún ọkọ̀ ó sì máa bàjẹ́ fúnra rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ni banújẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n tá à ní ṣe ni pé a gbọ́dọ̀ sọkúsọ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́gà wa ó bà wá nínú jẹ́ ó gbomi lójú wa ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ó ká wa kò dé pé onímọ̀ wa fẹ́ gbàgbé mà oníkéwu wa fẹ́ gbàgbé kéwu débi pé abẹ́ lè pọ̀ ọ̀gá wa jù kó pé ìdíjẹ́ dáadáa kí wọ́n ṣe máa wù oṣù wa àwọn agábẹ́ lè máa di ẹni tó bá gbá dáadáa wá pé kí ló dé ọ̀gá wa gá fúnra rẹ̀ ló tún wá ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ pé dáadáa náà lọ́lọ́ fi ṣẹ̀san dáadáa ibi dáadáa náà lọ́lọ́ fi ṣẹ̀san dáadáa fún lórí ntọ́sẹ̀lẹ̀ dáadáa náà lòun rí gbà dáadáa náà lòun ó tún máa ṣe dáadáa náà lẹ́yìn náà sì máa ṣe ẹ má jà á dínkù ní dáadáa ní tí wọ́n mọ̀ wá sínú ẹni ó ní màá nu wa wọ́n bá a sọ oníkéwu nu wa kódà wá gẹ mo ti já àbá yìí gẹ èmi gẹ léyìn ẹ wò ẹsọ ẹ̀yìn náà ẹ ṣe sùúrù náà wọ́n máa bá a sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tí ẹni tó rí ìrù kan báwọn tó tún wá ń lékún dáadáa tó ìtúní dáadáa ló wọ́n máa ṣe lọ ẹjẹ́ àmọ̀ pé dáadáa pé ní kọ̀rọ̀ ó pé ní gbangba ó pé láyé ó pé lọ́run ẹ̀jẹ̀ òkú ó múra sí dáadáa Oriyomi Hamzat ọlọ́run túbọ̀ máa mójútó wọn ọlọ́run túbọ̀ máa sàlékún dáadáa wọn. iná mọ́sálásí wa yìí tí gbogbo wa bá wò láàrin ọjọ́ mélòó sẹ́yìn á rí pé ogun ẹ̀ ló jó ìyá wa kan ní wọn ra gbogbo ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ padà olúwa mọ́sàbá wa sọwọ́ lẹ́sàn-án kó jẹ́ kí orí wọn máa lékún gbogbo àwọn ọ̀gá wa ní ẹ̀ka àwa mùsùlùmí ní àgídìgbò ọlọ́run bá sọwọ́ lẹ́sàn-án bí wọ́n sì máa ń ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà wọ́n tó ti ń múra àti kun mọ́sálásí ọlọ́wọ́ sọ yìí lẹ́sàn-án gbogbo èyí tá a fi ń sọ eléyìí kì í ṣe kankan à ń sọ nítorí gbogbo ìjọba tí wọ́n wá bílẹ̀ pé ẹ̀yin náà máa nípa síbi ọlọ́run pàtàkì jùlọ mọ́sálásí wa lágídìgbò yìí tó wáyé pé gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́gàá wa wọn ò jẹ́ ẹni tí ń nípa ní àlékún mọ́sálásí yọ ọmọ àpọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn àjọmọ́ táwọn á kírun wọ́n ń gbé bísẹ̀ bíi láì òfò ó sì débi tó sọ pé ìbára náà ń dá bísẹ̀ bíi láì wọn kò lọ fi ṣe kan ní ìka tó yọ ọdún ní mọ́sálásí ó tó tún ṣe ó sì lówó rẹ̀ ó lárí sí kì í rẹ̀ ara dáadáa tá a sọ dáńdó bọ́ọ̀ bá ti ṣe dáadáa nípa dáadáa nínú ẹ̀sìn náà o tí mọ́sálásí ọ̀hún á jẹ́ pé àwọn tó jọ́ ga bẹ̀ àwọn tó jẹ́ àwọn aṣíwájú bẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ti rí àlékún kan wọ́n ń ṣe mọ́sálásí èyí sì ṣe tẹnìkan ilé ọlọ́run ni ọlọ́run tó ọwọ́ Oríyọmí kọ́ mọ́sálásí ìhùn ni òun kọ́ ló ní kò láṣẹ ń bẹ́ kò dẹ̀ kò sẹ́ ń bẹ́ kódà tẹ́ ẹ bá tún gbé àṣẹ mọ́sálásí síwájú rẹ̀ yóò tún máa bínú ní pé kò sáṣẹ mọ́sálásí lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run ló ní ó ti wá jẹ́ ilé ọlọ́run yẹn náà ìgbà tó kálukú wa bá kó bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ara dáadáa ni o àti mọ́sálásí bí àti gbogbo mọ́sálásí tó bá ń bẹ ládùúgbò rẹ̀ náà máa nípa dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́wọ́ sẹ̀tọ̀ ọ̀sán alẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà láàyè amúlù bí adìrẹ wà ìsàn wà ìta ìdín kùrùbà wà ní àrẹ fàṣà àlùmọ́kà báàgì yẹ ìzókùn làálàkùn làkàrù fásukùrù láàlì kẹlílà ẹ̀ṣkùrùkùn fásukùrù wà láàlì àmì yẹsìnìkùn wàlá dìkìrì láyé akbar kúmù ilà sọ̀lá tẹ̀ra.
Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan rasulullah, hayya ala salat, hayya ala al-falah, qad qamatis salatu, qad qamatis salah, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, la ilaha illallah.
Sofu fakoya ado de ala gbe lo lo gbale si Allahu akbar
Allahu akbar.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim malik yawmiddin iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdina siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Allahu akbar
Allahu akbar.
ya Allahu liman hamida
Rabbana wa lakal hamd.
Allahu akbar
Allahu akbar.
Allahu akbar
Allahu akbar.
Allahu akbar
Allahu akbar.
Allahu akbar
Allahu akbar.
alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim malik yawmiddin iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdina siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Qul huwallahu ahad Allahu samad lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Allahu akbar
Allahu
liman hamida.
ربنا ولك الحمد
Allahu akbar.
الله أكبر
Allahu akbar.
الله أكبر
Allahu akbar.
الله أكبر
Allahu akbar.
الله أكبر
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
Akidibo 88.7 FM. Ó ti ń wáyé kò ì wáyé rí. Ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ì ṣẹlẹ̀ rí. Àkọ́kọ́ orí ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. Ilé-iṣẹ́ rédíò àkọ́kọ́ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún wákàtí mẹ́rìnlélógún gbáko lónírúurú ètò àti ìròyìn tó gbámúṣe. Lójoojúmọ́ láti jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ jẹ̀gbádùn ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. Àṣetán láti máa dùn yẹn nínú. Àgídìgbò 88.7 FM. Ohùn aráàlú.
àwọn tí kú dòde oṣù rọmọdọ́nà mọ́rí abá.
asalaamu aleykum múmìnì múmìnà amọ̀túnkù àmójúbà oṣù yọ̀ẹ̀sẹ̀ oṣù dùnnú oṣù ayọ̀ oṣù oríire oṣù gbígbàdúrà oṣù tá a máa ń lékún ní ọrẹ títa síwájú ọba tó ní wá gbogbo àwa mùsùlùmí lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ lọ́gbàlọ́gbà níjọ àti lólóríjorí amọ̀túnkù oríire o iléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò ló mà tún pè yín ẹ wọ́n má gbàgbé o wípé tọ́rọ́ kọ́bọ̀ tá a bá fi ṣètò lọ́hùn nínú Ramadan pàápàá jùlọ síléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò àtẹ́lẹwọ́ ọlọ́run la kó lé o nítorí pé iléeṣẹ́ rédíò tí ń fi gbogbo ń tọ́ba tó ní ṣètò lọ́hùn ni àgídìgbò 88.7 FM tó kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn àwọn ń pè yín ẹ máa bọ̀ láti wá sọ nígbàwọ́ ọ̀kan ọ̀jọ̀kan àwọn ètò wa nínú oṣù Ramadan yìí ẹ láǹfààní láti ṣe gbalada bákan náà lẹ́ láǹfààní àti ṣe gbalada láti polówó iṣẹ́ yìí so nígbàwọ́ àkọ́ ọ̀jọ̀kan àwọn ètò wa nínú oṣù Ramadan fún tọdún yìí owó síkíní ìlà ń gbà lọ́dún yìí o fún ti Ramadan níléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò èyí tó kù àwa náà fi ṣètò ọlọ́run ẹ máa bọ̀ tààrà níléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò lópòpónà tó ti wóró òdù lọ sọ́jọ́ nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn àgídìgbò bus stop ìwóró òdòjọ́ expressway Ìbàdàn tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pe alága ìgbìmọ̀ Ramadan fún tọdún yìí níléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò Abdullahi Abiola Ọládìtì sórí 08056465461 08056465461 tàbí Abdulateef Adédèjì 08057393260 08057393260 ẹ máa bọ̀ níléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò ká tún jọ ṣe bá a ṣe é ṣe ọlọ́run ọba àlekè ọlá òsì ní dùn wá ńlá dá ẹ̀ intanṣiru náà yansurukun.
ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́dún ní oṣù yẹ́sẹ̀yẹ́sẹ̀ ni máa ń wáyé tọ́dún ìtúnbà mi láyéláyé tó dùn èmi ń dúpẹ́.
There's a lot to digest and a lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies these voices, stories and reports that make the difference. This is Agidigbo News, 88.7 FM.
This is Kokoro Hamzat Studio. Akidibo 88.7 FM. Welcome to Political News.
A very good afternoon and you're welcome to the political news on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM, Ibadan. I am Bowale Akimbode. First, the headlines. Tinubu appoints APC chairman Ganduje, others as board chairperson, CEOs. It reviews reason Dangote, other business tycoons avoid Peter Obi in public. Now the details. The President of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has appointed the chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, Abdullahi Ganduje, as the board chairman of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. The special advisor to the President's Information and Strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, announced the appointment in a statement today. He also appointed the APC National Secretary, Senator Bashiru Ajibola, as the board chairman of the National Sugar Development Council. Still on the political news this afternoon, the camp of Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 election, has disclosed that some of Obi's associates in the banking and business sector are avoiding him in public due to the fear of retribution from President Bola Tinubu's administration. Moses Paul, an aide to Peter Obi, made the disclosure in an interview on a television program today. Mr. Paul recounted a recent incident in Kigali, Rwanda, where Aliko Dangote and other Nigerian businessmen deliberately avoided Peter Obi during a press conference. And finally, on the political news this afternoon, not fewer than 20 aspirants have indicated interest in contesting the forthcoming by-election in Ibadan, North Federal Constituency, on the platform of the All Progressives Congress APC. The APC chairman and the state, Alhaji Olaide Abbas, while speaking at a stakeholder meeting today in Ibadan, the state capital, said over 20 persons were interested in the position. Recall that Akinremi was serving a second term in office of the platform of APC, died out at the age of 51 on Wednesday, 10th of July 2024. And before we end the political news this afternoon, here are the headlines again. Tinubu appoints APC chairman Ganduje, others as board chairperson, CEOs. Aid reviews reasons Dangote, other business tycoons avoid Peter Obi in public. And finally, on the political news this afternoon, Ibadan North by-election, 20 APC aspirants just to succeed Akinremi.
Don't forget that you can listen to us live on our website www.agidigbo887fm.com. You can also download our mobile app on Google Play Store and iOS. Simply search for Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Follow us on Facebook at Agidigbo 88.7 FM, on Twitter and Instagram at Agidigbo 887 FM, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have news stories and tips for us, contact our newsroom on 070-8714-4865 or send us a mail on newsroom@agidigbo887fm.com.
And before we go on the political news this afternoon, here is a quick tip. Consistency is key. Keep doing what you do best. And with that, we are now done with the news, with the political news on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM, Ibadan. I am Bowale Akimbode. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State government has said the over 1.5 million out-of-school children.
We give you reports from Oyo State.
The Oyo State House of Assembly has called for thorough investigation.
The Southwest in Nigeria and the rest of the world.
Has clarified that the body did not receive any cash support from international development.
Trust us to keep you informed every hour, every day.
Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice. Agidigbo 88.7 FM.
fún mi ní òkú kó fún mi ní ìṣọ́ àlàáfíà pẹ̀lú ọmọ àrídùnnú rí kó fi fún mi kó má ṣe mi padà lẹ́yìn tí ó ní mú kankan mú lọlé nítorí tó bá fún mi ní ọ̀la kò ní ọ̀la rẹ̀ fún mi tó bá dẹ̀ fún mi ní ọ̀la kò lé ọ̀la rẹ̀ fún sẹ́rẹ̀ wá fún mi gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe ṣàyẹ̀wò pé máa gbàdúrà mi wọ́lá nàbí muhammadu gbàdúrà mi.
gbàdúrà mi olúwa gbàdúrà mi wọ́lá nàbí muhammadu gbàdúrà mi gbàdúrà mi olúwa gbàdúrà mi wọ́lá nàbí muhammadu gbàdúrà mi.
ọba tí kì í ṣàbùsí ìwọ ló mọ gbogbo kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn lànà bí muhammadu bàbí tún bẹ́ ṣe má jẹ́ kí gbàgbé rẹ̀ yàrá bí má gbàgbé mi wọn lànà bí muhammadu bàbí gbọ́ bùkátà mi gbàdúrà ní olúwa gbàdúrà ní wọn lànà bí muhammadu gbàdúrà ní.
gbàdúrà mi olúwa gbàdúrà mi wọ́lá nàbí muhammadu gbàdúrà mi gbàdúrà mi olúwa gbàdúrà mi wọ́lá nàbí muhammadu gbàdúrà mi.
orúkọ mi ni ambassador Saheed Balogun Agidigbo 88.7 FM ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ máa wá gbẹ́tò ayọ̀ ètò tó lárinrin ètò ìdùnnú tẹ́ bá fẹ́ polówó ọjà kájé bùgbàjẹ́ 88.7 Agidigbo FM nìbàdàn orin ni o oníròyìn ayọ̀ the best of all.
ẹbí fún mi kí n gbọ́.
aláwọ̀ wá bí bàrù lọ́ba náà sí.
ẹ̀sìn òní ẹ̀yìn sí ẹ̀wí faraye ìkọ̀kọ̀.
aláwọ̀ wá bí bàrù lọ́ba náà sí.
ẹ̀sìn òní àwa sí ẹ̀wí faraye ìkọ̀kọ̀.
aláwọ̀ wá bí bàrù lọ́ba náà sí.
ẹ̀sìn òní àwa sí ẹ̀wí fún kékeré ìkọ̀kọ̀.
aláwọ̀ wá bí bàrù lọ́ba náà sí.
aláwọ̀ wá bí bàrù lọ́ba náà sí.
aláwọ̀ wá bí bàrù lọ́ba náà sí.
kilẹ̀ ó milẹ̀ jìnjìnjìn ó kárí ayé ìkànnì àgídìgbò 88.7 FM èmi Akínọlá kan o tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí sẹ́gbò ẹ̀ ló ní kẹ́ ẹ má gbé kúrò níbẹ̀.
Ìsìlámù ti dé o ìsìlámù rè o ìsìlámù ẹ̀sìn àlàáfíà gbogbo yín la pè sí inú rẹ̀ o ìsìlámù ti dé o ìsìlámù rè o ìsìlámù ẹ̀sìn àlàáfíà gbogbo yín la pè sí inú rẹ̀ o. Ìsìlámù kò ní tẹ́ àwọn tá ń ṣe kò ní rẹ̀yìn o iwájú la ó máa lọ iwájú la ó máa lọ. Ìsìlámù kò ní dọ̀tí sẹ́ o àwọn tá ń ṣe kò ní dọ̀tí láéláé iwájú la ó máa lọ iwájú la ó máa lọ. Ẹni tó bá mú ẹ̀sìn mìíràn yàtọ̀ sí Islam a ò ní gbà lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ ní Olúwa wí yóò sì máa bẹ nínú ọmọ ẹni òkú ní ọjọ́ ìgbẹ̀yìn o wà máa yàtàgì náírà yìí Islam nínú abala yukubala nínú wàhùwà bí ilé ayé rántí nínú ayé àṣírí náà. للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. Adéyẹ̀yìn olùgbàgbọ́ òdodo bí wọ́n bá pè é fún ìrun jímọ̀ láti kí ẹ bọ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ láti lọ rántí Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá wa. Bí ẹ fi títà rírà sílẹ̀ lásìkò yẹn èyí ló máa lóore fún yín ju títà rírà lọ. Bí ẹ bọ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ láti lọ rántí Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá wa.
88.7 FM.
T-Rain on the mix.
Allah
محمد رسول الله يا الله يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغي مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغي مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم
بالمصطفى بلغي مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم.
Ọlọ́run ló ń gbé níga òkùnkùn ti gbé mi dìde lójú olùfẹ́ àti ọ̀tá ló ti sọ mí di nǹkan tí mi ò lérò pé mo lè dá òfin mi wáyé wọn mọ̀ mi má fi mí àyè làwọn pa kò sì tún má fààyè hàn mi jẹ́káyé sọ mí kò yẹ mí kí n bà lè rí iṣẹ́ rẹ jẹ́ kó túbọ̀ mára dẹ̀ mi má ṣe kì í nira mẹ́rùn mi má dirú àdánwò kò mi ò ní ibi tí máa gbé sí ikú ọlá mi kó tún ràn mọ́ kí n bà lè tún dọ́là pẹ́. yàrá bíbí mustapha baligi maqasidana waghfir lana ma mada ya wasi alkarami waghfir lana ma mada ya wasi alkarami.
ọba elétí ìgbàròyé ọba elétí ìgbàròyé tí kì í sùn nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń gbọ́ tẹni tó ń fọkàn wí àtẹni tó ń fẹ́nu ẹ̀ sọ máa sọ pé tèmi ti pọ̀ jù kò ì tó kú díẹ̀ sí i mo dúpẹ́ èyí tó ti ṣe Allah níbi tó kù sí ibà mi ṣe ó mọ̀ pé mi ò gbé lẹ́sìn fa mi ò mọ̀ wá wù bó jẹ́ tiwa wàláyé tó bá wò tẹ̀sẹ̀ ò tiẹ̀ kú ní dàbí sí mo ti wá forí tiwa ọba níbi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó lè dènà gbígbàdúrà mi lọ́dọ̀ ẹ orí jì ní ọba rẹ̀ Ya Rabbi bil Mustafa baligi maqasidana waghfir lana ma mada ya wasi alkarami waghfir lana ma mada ya wasi alkarami.
ọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbà kí n má bẹ́ẹ̀ ọba wá ìlú máa wáyé mi ní ìrọ̀jọ̀wọ́ káyé má tako sálámí má dé bànújẹ́ mẹ́rù mi ẹkún òjé fi jọ́sìn fún ẹ òṣì òtún ṣe é mú ṣayé má di òṣì mọ́ ẹrù mi o torí pé kò ṣe é fi lò gba ẹni tó bá fi òṣì lọ́wọ́ àṣehùn tí ó yẹ àwọ̀ àkíwá tí ó tọ́ mo ti sáàdì ọlọ́run mi mọ́dà mi dábùkátà mi dákùnjọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ òbí ya Ya Rabbi bil Mustafa baligi maqasidana waghfir lana ma mada ya wasi alkarami waghfir lana ma mada ya wasi alkarami.
mo ti gbá àlẹ́ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ mo ti kọ́ ọkàn mi sọ́dọ̀ ẹ mo fáyé mi ṣọ́ ẹ Allah má jẹ́ ó tójú mi bàjẹ́ o kó tún má bàjẹ́ lẹ́yìn mi káyé ó fọlá mi mọ̀ mi ọmọ fòṣì júwe mi àpàdà sábúrò dá má fi kàn mí má jẹ́ òdì hàn èmi lárí jẹ tún kún ní jẹ dábì lọ́la tí ó nílé tán ló ń gbòkìkì orúkọ mi káwọn ọmọ mi ó tún ìjẹ má jẹ́ fọlá mi pìtàn jẹ́ kọ́là mi ó talẹ̀ jẹ́ kọ́là mi ó talẹ̀ o Ya Rabbi bil Mustafa baligi maqasidana waghfir lana ma mada
88.7 FM.
Àgídìgbò lẹ ó ti gbọ́ Àgídìgbò lẹ ó ti gbọ́ ètò àtàtà tó ń kàní lágbọ́n o Àgídìgbò lẹ ó ti gbọ́. Ògo àgbáyé l'Àgídìgbò ètò ẹgbọ́ 7 gangan oníjọ́nà lálá ọlọ́run ìràwọ̀ yẹn á máa kàn síwájú. Àgídìgbò lẹ ó ti gbọ́ Àgídìgbò lẹ ó ti gbọ́ ètò àtàtà tó ń kàní lágbọ́n o Àgídìgbò lẹ ó ti gbọ́.
Àgídìgbò 88.7 FM.
Only the wise can dance to it. Only the experienced can understand it. Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice.
Agidigbo 88.7 FM.
lówelówe là nílùú Àgídìgbò ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yẹ àwọn òmùgọ̀ lè dámọ̀ jàlámọ̀ iná tó dúró kò níjọ́ sí máa jàlá ló wálé wá rò. We're deep in the truth and culture to the core. Àgídìgbò 88.7 FM, the people's voice. Bàbá.
This is Oriyomi Hamzat Studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to Sports Connect. The action, the goal, the argument, the analysis, the interview.
Captain of Shooting Stars, qualified titles today, and the team won. Yeah, it was a fantastic
For the very best and latest happening in the exciting world of sport, join Joel Moldovia every Monday to Friday, 2:30 to 3 p.m. on Agidigbo 88.7 FM on the program Sports Connect.
You don't want to miss it. It's a wrap.
Gets to another last night in Australia. 6-2. He and Sasha Zverev will be the end of show headliners on Sunday. And in the end, Ben Shelton, not quite enough of a showman, not quite good enough right now to unbalance the brilliance of Sinner.
No, not Shelton's night, but he's had a fantastic tournament, and I think there will be a lot of learnings that he can take away. Reflect on the opportunity he had at the end of the first set, and if he could have held his serve, what a different story it could have been.
Yeah, it is astonishing, isn't it, to think that when he was first here a couple of years ago, it was, as he said to you and Mats and Rachel a couple of days ago, the first time he'd ever been out of the States, first time he'd ever needed his passport. He's still 22, for goodness sake. I mean, the shape of men's tennis, women's tennis right now is pretty good if it's in the hands of people like Ben Shelton and, of course, Yannick Sinner at the ripe old age of 23, and it'll be Sinner against Zverev on Sunday.
Yeah, most definitely. I think with Shelton's weapons, he's going to be in the conversation around these big tournaments. For me, he's got to, understand how to use them a little bit differently.
Can't beat a group hug. All four of them will be back there on Sunday.
Time of his life. The story of what number one? Yannick Sinner, the man from Italy. This morning, he defeated a certain Ben Shelton.
Amazing, can this be real?
And as I speak with you, Yannick Sinner is through to the grand finale of the Australian Open. His back-to-back finals in Australia. As he defeated Ben Shelton in a straight set, 7-6, 6-2, 6-2. That actually makes him very strong on a 20-match win streak.
What a moment for the man that City Boy can't stop loving. He predicted him to be in the final of the Australian Open, the first Grand Slam for the year 2025. Lo and behold, Yannick Sinner, no wonder, is the number one man as far as the world of tennis is concerned. And we are super excited for him. And now the same story for Novak Djokovic this morning as he retired from the Australian Open semi-final. No thanks to injury. The powerful Serbian surprised the Melbourne crowd as he shake hands with a certain Alexander Zverev and depart the court after just one set. The Rod Laver Arena wasn't meant to be for him. Medvedev made the first set. Alexander Zverev defeated him in the first set 7-6. The second set, Novak couldn't continue, and he said it's a wrap for me at the Australian Open. And after that, he said I didn't hit any ball from Alcaraz until an hour before today's match. I did everything possible. I thought I could manage my muscle because the tear in my muscle is so very painful. But towards the end of the set, I felt more and more pain. So it was too much for me to handle. I tried everything. But if you ask me, will this be my last Australian Open? I don't know for now. But from the look of things, it is very possible. Welcome to the funky, freaky, fabulous, fantastic Friday edition of Sport Connect on your numero uno radio station. Thank God it's Friday. My name is John Udofia. My namesake is also in the Oriyomi Hamzat studio. I'm talking about John Kasali. But that is not his calling anyway. His calling, I won't tell you anyway. My studio manager is Israel Oyedokun. My producer is Oluwatosin Ologun. The chief captain of the Oriyomi Hamzat studio is sitting pretty confident. Talking about Salati, Elejire, Ojerie. City Boy is also here. Apology, you might not get to see us on our Facebook page this beautiful Friday afternoon due to one or two things, but you can get to hear us on our app. Apology once again. Okay, City Boy, glad to have you. Let's talk sports. Thank God it's Friday, last edition for this week.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Good afternoon, John. Good afternoon to esteemed listener. It's always a pleasure to be in the studio for the the very last edition of Sports Connect for this week. In the world of tennis, Australian Open, mixed feelings.
Happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay, I love that.
Mixed feelings, yeah. I'm happy for Yannick Sinner, but on the other hand, for Novak Djokovic, not the kind of
final you would have loved to witness.
Honestly, and not the kind of end of the road I could have ever imagined. No one wanted it, and the ending no one wanted was what happened to Novak Djokovic. Quite unfortunate that he was being forced to retire against Alexander Zverev. No thanks to injury, like you said. In the build up to this game, we've always maintained that position that if only Nova can stay fit physically, we know that he can go all the way.
Apparently, to use all his energy to play
Alcaraz. That was a very, very tough contest between him and number 3 Alcaraz. He also said that after that game, he didn't even prepare, not up to 1 hour before this game against Zverev. No single training. So you could see that he was not fit
physically. Wanted to reserve. They thought maybe
he can do it. Maybe, and it could have been a sweet story, a sweet success story if he was able to go all the way and win against Alexander Zverev. But for Sasha, the first Australian Open final in his career, I mean, he has always been missing out in semi-finals. I mean, semi-finals has always been the end of the road for him. But good to see him, despite how it panned out for Novak Djokovic. I know that Zverev will be proud of himself because if he didn't do well to make it to the semi-finals, he wouldn't be in the final. So, we wait until Sunday and see. But for Yannick Sinner, what a special player, what a man. The young lad is running the game now, and he actually set a record. He became the youngest. I'm trying to get that record now. The youngest player to reach double Australian Open final. Honestly, this is incredible for Yannick Sinner, the world number one, and it also speaks volume about his ability. Winning 7-6, 6-2, 6-2 in the semi-final is very, very incredible. The youngest man to reach multiple Australian final
At some point,
since
he was
Jim
also
Courier.
limping. He was also limping with injury. I hope that will not affect him also in the final.
I hope he will stay fit.
Because we also saw
honestly,
the same with Novak
quick
Djokovic.
recovery for him, because against Alexander Zverev in the final is going to be very, very difficult. He should be expecting a real challenge, a difficult challenge compared to what he faced against Ben Shelton. No disrespect to Ben Shelton, but we know that Alexander Zverev is more, he's a better player compared to Ben Shelton. So it's going to be very difficult for Yannick Sinner in the final. But good to see, Ben Shelton also making it to the semi-final. Regardless how it happened against Yannick Sinner, he had a fantastic run in this tournament. And for Yannick Sinner, 20 consecutive wins.
Wow.
That's incredible. 20 consecutive wins in the Australian Open is incredible. And 9 of those wins came against top 10 opponents, top 10 seeded players. So that was incredible. He's in the best form of his life, and he's going to actually continue his defense title. His defense run against Alexander Zverev in the final. Good to see Yannick Sinner making it to the final. And for Novak Djokovic, like I said, not a good ending, not the kind of end that we wanted. But no, it's part of the game. Injuries are inevitable. But regardless of how it's panned out, we know that he's still very much in the game, and the mission, the struggle for Grand Slam number 25 is still very much alive. Maybe in the next Grand Slam, talking about Roland Garros, maybe we very, very fit mentally and physically.
3 months to go. Wimbledon is there.
Yeah.
Australia, the US Open
US
is also
Open is
there.
also there.
French Open, Roland Garros, she's also there for Novak Djokovic. But for him in the Australian Open come next year, he's not sure again. But for the man of the moment, Yannick Sinner, well, congratulations to him. I cite you, my good brother. Bravo Lee. Let's take a listen to the voice of Yannick Sinner after that victory to the grand finale of the first Grand Slam for the year, Australian Open. We'll be back.
And congratulations, you're back into your second consecutive Australian Open final, but it wasn't easy. That first set, he was playing some incredible tennis. He had some set points. You were able to turn that around. How did you do that to win that opening set?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a very tough first set, but very crucial one, and I felt like he was serving not at his best today. The percentage was not there where I guess he wanted to, and I think we both actually returned better than we served. And first sets are always very important. It gives you a little bit of confidence. There was a lot of tension for both of us, and I'm very happy how I handled the situation today. Obviously the support has been amazing, so thank you so much as always for coming. And happy to be back in the finals here.
From there, the second set went quickly. The third set also ended up going quickly, but you had the physio on the court. You looked like there were times when you had some discomfort in your body. What were you dealing with?
No, just as I said, a lot of tension today, slightly cramps, but also he was, suffering today a little bit, on his leg. So, I tried to move him around, trying to stay, a little bit more aggressive, which today helped a lot. And these matches can go very, very long. For 3 sets, 2.5 hours is quite a time. So happy to finish today in 3. But I'm, as I said, very happy to be back in the finals, and then we'll see what's coming Sunday.
I won't keep you long since you've been cramping, but I do have 2 questions I'd like to ask you. One is, I remember about 3 years ago you came here, you lost in the quarterfinals, and then you changed your team. You hired Simone Vagnozzi as your first coach, and then Darren Cahill joined. And since then, you were ranked about 10 in the world. Since then, it's been amazing progress. You've won 2 majors. You've reached number 1 in the world. And I just want to know what that team has meant to you. I know that you mentioned that Darren is going to be leaving at the end of this season. Simone will stay on. They've been very important for you. You've done great work. What's that relationship been like?
Well, honestly, I think, every coach I went through, there is, a huge amount of work we have done. There was a tough moment to change, but already before, I made some big changes when I was 13, and now I have an incredible team right there, and they raised me a different player. I think every coach has his own department where he is good, and I have 2 very different coaches. Simone is very tactical. He was ranked 161, and Darren was around 30, so it's a bit different. But but that's why we.
That hurts.
No, but he always said, even when he played, his goal was to be a coach, and I have to say, he's a very, very good coach. He's an amazing coach.
The voice of Yannick Sinner. Giving credence to his coach, of course, the entire crew, as he made his way to the grand finale of the first Grand Slam for the year. Congratulations to Yannick Sinner. Not a good one for Madam Musumola Fajoni and Novak Djokovic. I wonder how she'll be feeling right now, City Boy, but it is what it is. Yeah. For Novak and all his fans.
Not the kind of end we wanted, but injuries, like I said, are inevitable. And we should be proud of Novak because he had a fantastic run to the semi-final. But no thanks to injury. I hope he will be back better and bigger, injury-free in the next Grand Slam for the year.
Someone will say, like coach, like player. Andy Murray is his coach. Injury-prone Andy Murray is coach. And of course, Novak. We'll take a breather to pay some bills.
It's just old age, honestly.
When we come back, we'll take you straight to Europa League. United. Congratulations to them. At least City Boys kind of in relief. 2-1.
Akidibo 88.7 FM.
àwọn ti tún dòde oṣù rọmọdọ́nà mọ́rí abá.
Assalamu alaikum múmìnì múmìnà àmọ̀túnkù àmójúbà oṣù USA oṣù dùnnú oṣù ayọ̀ oṣù oríire oṣù gbígbàdúrà oṣù tá a máa ń lékún ní ọrẹ títa síwájú ọba tó ní wá gbogbo àwa mùsùlùmí lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ lọ́gbàlọ́gbà níjọ àti lólóríjorí àmọ̀túnkù oríire o iléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò ló mà tún pè yín ẹ̀wọ́n má gbàgbé o wípé tọrọ kọ́bọ̀ tá a bá fi ṣètò lọ́hùn nínú Ramadan pàápàá jùlọ síléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò àtẹ́lẹwọ́ Ọlọ́run la kólé o nítorí pé iléeṣẹ́ rédíò tí ń fi gbogbo ntọ́ bá tún ní ṣètò lọ́hùn ni àgídìgbò 88.7 FM tó kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn àwọn ń pè yín ẹ máa bọ̀ láti wá sọ nígbàwọ́ ọ̀kan ọ̀jọ̀kan àwọn ètò wa nínú oṣù Ramadan yìí ẹ láǹfààní láti ṣe gbalada bákan náà lẹ́ẹ̀ láǹfààní àti ṣe gbalada láti polówó iṣẹ́ yìí so nígbọ̀wọ́ àkọ́ ọ̀jọ̀kan àwọn ètò wa nínú oṣù Ramadan fún tọdún yìí owó síkíní ìlà ń gbà lọ́dún yìí o fún ti Ramadan níléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò èyí tó kù àwa náà fi ṣètò Ọlọ́run ẹ máa bọ̀ tààrà níléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò lópòpónà tó ti wóró òdù lọ sọ́jọ́ nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn àgídìgbò bus stop ìwóró òdòjọ́ expressway Ìbàdàn tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pe alága ìgbìmọ̀ Ramadan fún tọdún yìí níléeṣẹ́ rédíò àgídìgbò Abdullahi Abiola Ọládìtì sórí 080-564-654-61 080-564-654-61 tàbí Abdulateef Adédèjì 080-573-932-60 080-573-932-60 ẹ máa bọ̀ ń lè ṣe rédíò àgídìgbò ká tún jọ ṣe bá a ṣe é ṣe ọlọ́run ọba àlekè ọláòsì ní dùn wá ńlá dá ẹ̀ intanṣiru yansurukun.
ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́dún ní oṣù yẹ́sẹ̀yẹ́sẹ̀ ni máa ń wáyé tọ́dún ìtúnbà mi láyéláyé tó dùn èmi ń dúpẹ́.
ó yá gbéra ńlẹ̀ kó dìde o gbéra ńlẹ̀ kó dìde.
gbéra ńlẹ̀ dé arákùnrin egbòogi tá a fi wẹ́tẹ̀ gbòṣèlú náà ti gbàlódé fún ìlera gbogbo ènìyàn ọmọkùnrin tó lè mú háìháì kan háìháì kó fi háìháì kan háìháì tẹ́lẹ̀ orí pápá bá ti yá tó wà á dákú rẹ̀ tẹ̀ kalẹ̀ gbéra ńlẹ̀ ni ó gbẹlura kí bùṣèmúṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ ó gbámúṣẹ́ kò sì rí orí pápá dọ̀bà kó bọ́lọ́wọ́ ogun ìbàdí rumi ẹ̀yìn dùn mí àlejò rẹ̀ dé ọmọbìnrin lára òwárọ̀ gbéra ńlẹ̀ ni ó gbẹlura kálàfíà ó jọba alágbó ara rẹ̀ gbéra ńlẹ̀ dé o bùnmi omilere abba service ló ń ṣe tó ń tà. number 1 àbíyẹ̀ omilere drive adébòmí ọlọ́run ṣògo estate ayégun lẹ́yọ̀ nílùú ìbàdàn nákàlẹ̀ sí. àwọn alágbàtà jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè wa nàìjíríà 09030002849 gbéra ńlẹ̀ ti dé gbogbo dọ̀tí inú ara kan jàgbọ́n.
Akidibo 88.7 FM.
Okay, welcome back. Of course, the program is still Sports Connect, the last edition for this beautiful week. Thank God it's Friday. Hosting come to the last segment on the show. City Boy, good one for Manchester United. At least 2-1 against Rangers.
A bit of relief for Ruben Amorim and his players. It was an important victory for them. They needed to win that game, and they got the 3 points that they needed, despite the controversy and poor performance. I would say that because the performance level was not really convincing, especially in the final third. They didn't create so many chances. There is this lack of creativity. There was lack of creativity in the midfield, and then even the attackers, they were very wasteful in front of goal. So for me, but regardless, they got the 3 points, and despite the fact that it was an ugly victory, but they got what they needed.
Did you call that ugly?
Now ugly victory for me.
How about the goal of Bruno Fernandes? Fantastic goal. Fantastic
goal. He was clutch yesterday. He was the only player that played with desire and intent.
How about
yesterday.
Garnacho? He lost a couple of chances.
Garnacho was wasteful, was very wasteful, but he was lively, and I can't remember the last time he put on fantastic performance like that, except the fact that he was very wasteful in the final third. He played very well, except the fact that he was wasteful, because if he was clinical, he could have scored 2 or 3 goals in that game yesterday.
Let's talk about the man that can't stop scoring for Rangers, Siri Desa. I mean,
I was quite disappointed in the
control that ball and splash it in.
I was very disappointed in Rangers manager, because I don't see a reasonable reason why would he actually bench his best attacker, talking about Siri Desa.
Tactical approach,
maybe,
but knows best sometimes.
They know better, but if he had start Siri Desa yesterday, I think they could have scored more goals yesterday, because when immediately he came on, you could see he brought in spark, the urgency, the attacking flair and all of that. He changed the game completely yesterday, and that's why the pressure was on the defenders of Manchester United. Maguire had a blunder when he came on, because I would blame him for that goal, but what a composed finish, what a prolific number 9 goal from Siri Desa. It was very the build up to that goal, the pass, the control, the composure, and the honestly,
at the Old Trafford,
ice coach celebration. Wow. It was very beautiful to see.
You know what it means to score at the Old Trafford?
Honestly, he knows what it means. I mean, it's in an European game.
Yep.
I mean, it was a very good game, good performance from Siri Desa. He has been scoring for them, and I hope he continues to build on this, because he can even reclaim his spot back into the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
United are in contention, at least for the round of 16.
They are fourth. Yeah, they are fourth on the log.
No shaking.
And the last game is going to be against FCB something away from home. I can't remember the name of the team.
But that's the punishment where you don't get to play big boys league.
Honestly, that's the punishment.
Where you get to play Astana.
Let me check now. Let me check, John. Permit me to check the name of this thing.
That's the punishment.
Yeah, they are FCSB. FCSB. They are currently number 8 on the log with 14 points.
That's Bucharesti from Romania.
They've been very good. They won against Karabakh away from 3-2 last night. So man should be expecting a difficult task when they play away from home on Thursday against FCSB.
That's Bucharesti from Romania. Okay, that's it.
Oh, you thought I would pronounce the name? Let me just
get used to it. Of course, a good one also for Tottenham Hotspur, under Ange Postecoglou, saying my second season I always win titles. And
of course,
from the look of things,
it's just one match.
He might settle for the Europa League.
No, he might settle for Carling Cup. Carabao Cup. One game away from reaching Carabao Cup final.
And you think that will be possible at the Anfield Stadium?
It's
against the almighty Reds.
Impossible is nothing.
Let him settle for Europa League.
He cannot settle for Europa League.
Carabao Cup should not be a trophy that will give you that pedigree as a coach.
John is more closer to winning Carabao Cup than he is to win Europa League. So for me, he should fancy his chance.
A good coach should not settle for a trophy like Carabao Cup.
No, you cannot say that. It's a League Cup. This is the second season with Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur, they don't have him winning.
Are you saying this because United are also?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just being realistic. If he can win Carabao Cup,
Offham.
John,
away from home.
John, when was the last time
Tottenham? They are into something.
When was the last time Tottenham won a trophy?
Well, the last time was 2008.
Imagine 2008. Now winning
Carabao Cup.
Now winning Carabao Cup after how many years? More than that would be something. That would be something commendable for Postecoglou in his second season. So for me, if he can win Carabao Cup, he should fancy his chances of winning Carabao Cup. Europa League is more competitive, and now he has not even qualified for the knockout stage. So for me, he should fancy his chances, because if he can get a draw against Liverpool,
are you discouraging Ange Postecoglou?
I'm not discouraging him.
Let's support him.
Okay, which tournament is more realistic for him? I will support him against Liverpool. He should win Carabao Cup.
Let's also support him in the Europa League.
Manchester United is winning the Europa League. No, this is the only chance we've got to play Champions League next season.
Say that again.
It has always been our target. I said it last weekend on SuperSport. We don't need FA Cup. We won it last time. If we win it, it will be an additional trophy. But the only trophy that we are going for this season that can take us to Eldorado is Europa League.
Are you talking about the Eldorado at Ogopa?
I'm talking about the Champions League, the mother of all league. You know, a club like Manchester United should not be competing at Europa League now.
Not the same United that you and I saw yesterday.
But we are actually improving, and you should be very, very,
Ange is doing better than you guys. Tottenham are doing better than United.
I disagree.
Really? This goes for fun.
And Postecoglou started the season. Ruben Amorim did not start with these players. He came in the middle of the season.
Okay.
And he's trying to transform the team.
All the best to United, all the best to Tottenham Hotspur, right?
Yeah, all the best
to them in the final.
All the best to Tottenham in the Carabao Cup, all the best to Manchester United in the Europa League.
Olympiacos shock FC Porto at home 1-0. Lazio defeated Real Sociedad 3-1. AZ Akma
John,
also Pip Roma 1-0.
I think the biggest victory for me is Besiktas winning 4-1.
Bilbao
against Athletic Bilbao. Bilbao have been unbeaten. They've been unbeaten.
Is it because your former manager?
No, it's not my
His first game.
No. Actually, it was very, very shocking, because I mean, Athletic Bilbao, they've been the best team.
That game was played on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah, it was played on Wednesday, and Galatasaray playing 3-3 draw. I mean, it was very, very terrible from them.
Galatasaray, whenever they play, they always concede.
Their defense is very, very poor.
I think Osimhen should leave that club.
He should come to Manchester United.
The same United
or Chelsea.
Oh, better. Chelsea is better. Not United.
What do you mean Chelsea is better? Better than Manchester United?
They have more ambition than United this season.
How do you mean they have? They said they are not competing for title. So they are not.
What is the problem
ambitious.
of Eyimba? They lost in the rescheduled game in the Nigerian Premier Football League to Kano.
Oh, you were expecting them to go to Sunny Abacha Stadium and get a win.
At least as a club, as a Nigerian club that has won the MPFL title 9 times.
They will win their next home game. I wasn't expecting them to get anything away from that game yesterday.
Okay.
Say we must see that side. I mean, good victory for Kano Pillar.
When you see the director of program, what comes to your mind?
It's time to pack our bags and leave the studio.
Okay.
Maybe we've overstayed our welcome.
But we'll be back tomorrow.
He will make live appearance tomorrow on Super Sports.
No, we are expecting him.
We are expecting
the director of programs, Harley Aduwa Abokolo. You are a special guest tomorrow on Agidigbo Super Sports. We'll be back tomorrow, 12 to 2 p.m. That's the size of our package. Thank you, Israel. Thanks to every one of you. My name is John Odofia. I'll see you tomorrow, 12 to 2 p.m. It's a wrap.
This moment right now.
88.7 FM. The radio station that stays on top of the news. All day. Every day. We are like no other. First of its kind in Ibadan, constantly on the green, giving you the best of broadcasting 24 hours. Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice.
lówelówe là ń lùlù àgídìgbò ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yẹ àwọn òmùgọ̀ lè dámú jàlámọ̀ iná tó dúró kò níjọ́ sí máa jàlá ló wálé wá rò we're deep in the truth and